So YouTube, I'm just curious about something. If you're not running scams and causing problems, I'm just curious about something, YouTube. Why does it say that this stream that is no longer live, see how it says past live streams? Why does this stream say that it's live, even though it's not? That stream is not live. This is also what happened to this stream last night after I finished it. Hold on them. Remember how I said this stream was scammed? Well, yes, it was. Now, this is doing the same thing, says it's live, and it isn't. That stream is not live. You guys know that we finished that stream already, and this is a scam. Here it is, right there. It's right there. It has been finished for about a half an hour. And again, if I go back, there it is again, as you can see. And you can also clearly see it's still live, even though it isn't. Isn't that interesting? Fascinating stuff, isn't it? Almost like you know, idiots using their phones can sit here and cause a problem. And then you see the scammers come in the chat. What am I lying about? How is this a lie? This is still live. No, it isn't. It's not live. It's right there. Look, see? Right there. Not live. Yeah, the only one that's lying is Google. So you're gonna come in here on your alts. This is what we see. We see the little troll accounts coming in here. This stream is not live, yet it says it is. To watching. There's nothing live about that stream. It's not live. See? This stream has ended. It just says that. And then you think that you can't watch it. That's a scam. Yeah, it's a way for you to not be able to watch the stream. You physically can't watch it on the app. Look. That's a scam. Oh, see, now it loads to make a liar out of me. Yeah, now it loads. Yeah, what did I do to make that happen? I didn't do anything to make that happen. Yep, see? They changed it just now to try to make a lie. See? And did you see the random alt that came in here that said stop lying? Did you see that? And then the very second that they came in here and I said that, see how they changed it? See, it's not live. Past live streams, it doesn't say that anymore. So as I'm sitting here live, they do come in here and they do adjust things and send their little alts in here to lie, to say stop lying. You saw it. You saw what happened just now. That proves that YouTube and Google send their little bots in here to try to make the stream look bad. They've sent bots in here to threaten, to make threats. Flat out, right there it is. For the first time, it actually says it's no longer live, even though flat out, all the way up until this point, that's what we saw. Yep. And just like the stream last night. Yep, just like the stream last night. I told you guys last night it was this one. And that was the scam last night. Was that it was this one. Literally just fucking lying. So the purpose is to basically ruin the trending so that it doesn't, they can sit there and they can fuck with the views and stuff like that, and you can't see what they are. Well, we can already see right here that they're different. See, 16. This is why they're doing it. They're trying to hide this. Somebody must be investigating this. Yeah, a Fed must actually be investigating this. These are the same stream with two different views posted. So the Feds must be investigating this, and they're getting scared. Because I've talked about this before. I've talked about how views on this do not represent the views on this home screen. They are always different, almost always. It is a scam. It is a lie. And this is what they've been doing. All they're doing is reverting to a previous version of the stream that's a lie. And that's how they're doing it. They're having that previous version right here on the home screen, right here. Meanwhile, the actual version is over here and has the correct recorded views and everything. And then over on the home screen, it's always different. It's always a lie. It's always less. And if I don't sit there and I don't comment on my own video that the views have been halted, like for example, this upload right here, this steak stream right here, this got to that view count the very second it was uploaded. Yeah, like immediately. It hasn't moved since. So YouTube is lying. They don't want you to know how many people are actually watching this. Probably watching it regularly too. This is the kind of stuff that we've been talking about over the years, where they just lie. Just like when we played Doom: The Dark Ages, before almost anyone else, and they halted the views. They completely halted the views. It was an upload. You could see how good quality it was versus how trash their live streams are. And you know, they halted the views just like they have been doing. Kind of like how on this home screen you don't see any of the likes and stuff like that. Yet if you go to videos, oh my god, YouTube is so fucking trash. How did that bring anything up just now? How did that bring anything up just now? I clicked videos. How did that bring up a video just now? So again, this is to cause distractions. Again, there's no likes or anything on here. When you go to videos, conveniently all the likes and stuff are there, and it shows how many comments and stuff are there too. I'm just curious, TrashTube. I'm just curious. Why would you do that if you don't want people to know? Why would you do that? You see that? And again, like, the point is, they're not here. They're not being advertised on the home screen. And often you can't click the videos there. Yeah, they'll actually glitch them where you can't click on them. Look. See how this one's done? I can't click on it. That's the scam. Because this is the one with 16 views, so if you watch this one, it'll count your views. That's why they don't want you to click on it. They want to sit there and scam the stream, so that way they've locked it at the view count, and they haven't done that for this yet. So that's why back here it says 13, and you can click that one, as you can see. Okay. So these are just the live, continued lives from YouTube. And you also see the continued further evidence of the 1 and 2 concurrence in the stream the whole time we're saying this. No real trending. No real trending. None whatsoever. We're in a vertical swipe feed. We have 1 person in the stream. Well, that's a lie. It's a complete lie. Just lying. YouTube lying. More lies from YouTube. Look how within the past few seconds they sat here and updated the views. They know they've been lying. See? Literally, they updated those views. They know they've been lying. And that wasn't even the view count. That wasn't even the view count on this one. Look, now it's correct. Look. They know they've been lying. How long have I been saying this? I've been saying this for years. Literally years. I've been showing you guys this. And only now are they starting to clean up their act. Only now. After it's very obvious that they're being investigated. Only now, after it's very obvious that we could sue them for a ton of money. Only now. Only now. Yeah, isn't that amusing? And again, this whole time, we know that some people it happens to and some people it doesn't. Like, we know that. We've seen it with some other people, and we've seen it with some other where it's not happening. So it is targeted. We know that. We know that these features do work at times. We also know that they just break at times. And we also know that YouTube ignores messages. Was ignoring messages for a very long time. You know, like I said, when I owned my business, you know, we talked about this in the last stream. They don't want to own up to the fact that Google is the one that was responsible for all this. And I told you about this in the last stream. I showed you that link. I sent you that link in the last stream in chat. Well, Google's been doing this for decades, man. They're the ones that breached your Wi-Fi data and leaked the info. And they got sued from the DOJ. They got sued. And they've been sued by plenty of other people that were, you know, able to do that. And then they just keep it hush-hush. You don't know anything about it. It's ridiculous. So, the point is, I want everybody to find out. Yeah, I want everybody to know. Because that's what matters. Yeah, originally I was gonna let YouTube just fucking clean it up, pay me a lot of money and shut the fuck up. Not gonna do it anymore. Not after what I've seen. Now that I know that YouTube actually threatens people, and I fully believe that YouTube is in the trading people business. I do believe that. I think that YouTube is in the trading people business. I think that's what they do. I think they are involved with that. There's nothing worse than that you could do. There's nothing. There's nothing worse than you can do. You know, making people into slaves. There's nothing. Notice how like this bot comes in right as I'm saying this to announce he's the only one here. I want you to take note of that, guys. There's this random account named Chris comes in here to say that he's the only one in here. Like, yeah. Yup. Imagine that. Imagine just you coming in here just out of the blue to announce that, that you're, even though you're not. Yeah. Thus confirming when these people that were hired by YouTube get nervous, they send their little bots in to say various things. That's their job. They're paid to do this by YouTube. They are paid to put pressure on certain people to get them to stop talking about these things. To get them to quit, to get this or that. Yeah. So the way that they do this, I get away with it. You want your answer? The Fed's probably asking, well, how are they doing to get away with it? Well, alright. If you want me to tell you how I think that it would happen, I think they're using... See, I don't think I should say this, because then they're going to do this thing. Then they're going to do it. They're already doing it, so we've all seen it too. They pay them through YouTube. They just pay them. They prop them up. They trend them. They make sure everything works for them. They pay them. And it's legitimate because it's YouTube. That's it. That's why this scammer was trying to do what he was doing. He was poised to steal my entire audience. It's a scam. The whole thing's a scam. And like I said, I mean, I did report it to the FCC. They are aware of this. I hope that they're getting ahead of it. I'm trying not to give too much away, but you have to realize that the more I don't stream and say these things, the more YouTube and Google sit here and meddle in my private life. All right, so let me just tell you really quickly what happened. This is pretty interesting stuff. Hold on. So that's why I wanted to get an AI answer for you guys, so that way I can show you as I was about to ask you. So, you know that you are being scammed, you are in a botnet, you are being DDoSed when you have a private game posted. We're saying private here. Private. Invite only. And all of a sudden, anybody and everybody just from random, just out of nowhere that you don't ever you'll recognize, you've never seen them before, random names, random people are just joining your game after you've hosted it. Even though it's private, invite only. You know that you're being DDoSed, you know you're in a botnet when that happens, because again, you're in a botnet. They're the bots. Those aren't people. It's the scammers fucking with you. This is what happened literally yesterday. This happened all day yesterday. I have a friend. We play Blizzard games, we play various things. All I was doing was hosting a private game. And very aggressively, all these people just started joining this private game. And again, no. Players cannot join a private game in Warcraft 3 Reforged if they haven't been specifically invited. Huh. Other players will not even be able to see the game. Wow! Imagine that. So, imagine my surprise when I have a hosted private game. And just all throughout the day, at a certain point, after I've realized what this botnet is doing to fuck with my online games, after I've realized what they're doing and I've taken steps, they all start joining the private games. So, remember in Hearthstone when I can't win a single match? Yeah, that's because it's the bots. It's not even, I'm not even... Remember how I said I'm not even in a swipe feed on YouTube? It doesn't even seem... Yeah, because I'm not. I'm in a botnet. There's just bots in here. Ain't nobody. And that's why my views don't count when we go into the stream on other devices and stuff like that. Because we're in a fucking botnet, and they're restricting anything and allowing only what they allow. This is what this stalker did. This stalker did this. I've changed my IP address. I've changed my DNS. I have changed my IP address. I've 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 changed my IP address. How many fucking times do you change it before you start to recognize you're just getting DDoSed? It's DDoS. Already got you. Because somebody did this. That knew your info. And remember, I started off on this this channel getting a lot of views. This was never happening. You know, basically we were just getting harassed a lot. Lots of harassment, lots of manipulation where People were trying to troll us hardcore because their streams looked really good and stuff like that. Yeah. So very, very slowly but surely, all we did was start to educate the scammers how stream optimization works. That's it. Because I was trying to be nice to the people that legitimately just wanted to know. But it ended up educating the scammers on how to reverse engineer optimization, the optimization of a stream. So they just learned how our streams are optimized. And because YouTube didn't answer messages, didn't answer anything, just went X amount of time without answering tickets, literally just the first 2-3 fucking years I'm on YouTube, they just literally don't reply at all to absolutely anything. Literally nothing. The whole time. Well, that's a problem. Because then when things actually legitimately happen, and I'm smart, and I know what I'm talking about, and I've been building computers my entire life, I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you got a problem. Because again, I'm the guy telling you this, and you're trying to troll it coming from the expert. It's not an ego thing, man. Everybody thinks they're an expert. There's a lot of people that are, though. But there's also a lot of experts that have an ego. And that's the problem. The problem isn't me. The problem is all the experts that don't take this seriously because they were wrong. And their ego doesn't allow them to admit they were wrong. Does that make sense? Like, you guys have seen this hands down at this point. So obvious. And I've already explained to you, we've talked about how, like, it's just like all the people I've talked to over the years that don't want to admit they're wrong about this or that with computers. Honestly, if you know what you're doing, you know what you're doing. It's that simple. You just know. You've done those things, you've seen it, you know the answer. Some people just don't want to accept it. They just were wrong about something or something like that. And didn't actually compare it. Like the AMD thing that I briefly touched on a little bit earlier. That's the point. Those companies actually do know that. They do know that. NVIDIA is not the problem. The problem is the competition because they can't keep up. They get jealous. They actually do. They cause problems for the games. Exclusivity and stuff like that. You guys know. You guys know how cutthroat it's been. Remember when Jedi Survivor was developed entirely while saying they weren't going to have DLSS support? And then after the game came out, it was trash and nobody could play it. They threw in DLSS. Remember that? And DLA. Remember that? They said that. They said they were going to do it. Well, they can admit they're wrong. Yeah, they don't have an ego. Yeah. It's the asshole fans of whatever console that's tied to. Yeah, so all the PlayStation people think I'm somehow dissing PlayStation. No, not at all. But if you ever ran into a problem and you wondered, that's why. It's like that console, the PlayStation is damn near perfect. There ain't a damn thing wrong with it. Yet every once in a while, just every once in a while, and we all know what that can be boiled down to. And we all know the problems I had after showing you just how damn fucking good games looked on my PC when I was running it through that Xbox Series X. That's right, and I was using the NVIDIA capture card instead of the one built into the Series X. It made the game just look a million times better. Because again, it was using the absurdly powerful CPU of the Series X. The absurdly powerful CPU of the Series X. And my GPU. Combined with my GPU. Combined with a properly optimized NVIDIA product. It doesn't need to be through the roof. It's just a good fucking product because it's NVIDIA. Okay? This is what they didn't want people to realize. And I've had to be so incognito about this. So on the DL about this. That at the moment you realize it, everything starts to fix and work. And you connect the dots, you go, oh shit. Now that I think about it, all the problems I had over the years with this game or this game with glitches is arguably code-related issues with porting. Because of some stupid driver-related NVIDIA issue, except those driver-related issues are usually related to clock times on CPU. Fuck. And then you start rationalizing what's actually happening. Memory leaks, things like that. It has nothing to do with the actual GPU and the system. It's all the CPU's ability to handle that and understand load. Until fucking sorry. Not that great. Really not. Really not. There's a reason why Microsoft knows that. And those are all the really smart tech guys too. There's a reason they know that. They agree. There's a reason they chose that. I just, again, like you can keep, and then the Series X arguably has all these problems just because of fucking ATI. All right, so then yeah, it's just graphic related. Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly. It does everything instantly. Yeah, the thing is, there's a phenomenal beast of a console. Yet you could arguably say the problems you've had. Yeah, it's graphic stuff. So then me coming along showing you I don't have a single one of those problems. Running even right down to the flickering textures. Remember I didn't have any single problem with remember the flickering textures? Yeah, that doesn't happen if I'm running it the way I was running it. It literally just proved that's the perfect setup. It proved it. And the competition was trying to shut that up real hardcore. That's why I went and I showed them that I'm a PlayStation fan. I wanted to show everybody, you know, I'm not dissing any particular console. I actually support all of them. But a healthy competition is not lying. Don't lie. If you lie, nothing gets better. Did Cyberpunk lie when they scrapped their entire engine and said they're starting over? No. They admitted it. And spent like 10 years in development. Think about all the companies over the years that the game comes out and it's good. They didn't lie, they were transparent. All the ones that didn't, they lied. Just like Survivor. And then it came out and it didn't have DLSS support. And then they had to offer it later. Well, they lied. They didn't want to own up to the fact that they needed that. They absolutely needed it. It was not optimized properly. That game was not finished. And I have gotten so much hate for that. But it's just them. And I recognize that game is still a mixed review. About 50% of people like it, 50% didn't. You need to understand that I paid $120 fucking for that game. I paid $120 fucking for that. That is the last time. That is more than likely. But like, I took a real huge leap of faith there because it was Fallen Order. It was already a damn near perfect game. It was Star Wars. It was heading in the right direction. I loved Cal Kestis. I loved all we had Mark Hamill and Yaz. It was brilliant. I loved it. And then it was brilliant on release. I was like, oh my god, it's amazing, it's amazing, it's amazing. And then I got about 2 hours into the game and everything started breaking. Just everything. Couldn't proceed. I had the next area open, but for some unknown reason I just couldn't do it. It said it was green even. It's not like it was obstructed. You know, like on the map it'll show red. No. I did everything I needed to do. And then, like, I would just be like, okay, fuck, I can't do that, I guess. Alright, I'll try something else. No lie. And like, also, every single puddle of water was a blurry, out of focus fucking texture. Like, literally, they couldn't even optimize the water. The water looked like shit. And it's just a texture pattern. You couldn't get that right? You couldn't get a fucking texture pattern right on opening? Are you fucking kidding me? Well, that's NVIDIA. That's your DLSS. That's why. You can't get textures right. You're not loading the proper shaders. Your DLSS ain't working. Yeah, you didn't optimize for NVIDIA. You were wrong. That's simple. You were wrong. Oh, this game's going to be so well optimized, people won't need to use NVIDIA settings. That's what you said. That's what they said. They actually claimed that. And then it was shit. It was the opposite. Here's one thing I will tell you though. There were some people that were complaining that just didn't know how to turn off ray tracing. And that fixed all their problems. That was just some people though. Just some. Basically, like, anybody without a 4 Series card couldn't play that. That's not optimized. Because that was like the new line at the time, right? I think that was the new series that came out. Like, that's just ridiculous. It had just come out. That's so stupid. And not only that, the game would break too. Like I said, like I was stuck on that level. There were so many points at which I could have moved on, and it was green, and I just couldn't. There was something else that I had to do, even though I didn't. Does that make sense? Like that, like there was nothing left to do. It just was a corrupted save at a certain point, and it just became obvious to me that yeah, like somebody probably fucked with the save files too. And yeah, like, this was something I talked about too, about how Microsoft is really bad with that. Like, so for example, I love Forza Horizon 5 and everything, but why the fuck, why is your menu trash, first of all? Why can I push a button in the menu and instantly I'm pulled into something that I can't leave? That's annoying as shit. Secondly, Augie and Forza Horizon 5, like, this is the point. People just are frustrated with Xbox. There's too many annoying, stupid fucking things about it. And I'm sitting here trying to tell you left and right how you can fix these things, and nobody's listening. Or trending that. So again, I'm playing Forza Horizon 5 and I love the game, but let me tell you one thing. I will sooner quit the game and reopen it. I will sooner quit the game and reopen it than I will going through certain menus, because no lie, there's this menu where if you're in the, I think it's called liveries, right? They're like skins for your cars. No lie, if you scroll to the right one time, once, because it has to access like cloud storage or something, it will sit there for fucking ever. And it will fail. Then after it fails, it won't know it's failed and it'll just endlessly sit there. I literally let it sit there for 20 fucking minutes and it was just sitting there doing nothing. And it literally, I couldn't do anything. I couldn't move. the screen. It was just loading. The favorited skins or like something. I forget exactly. This is so stupid. This is so fucking stupid. And again, you can enter this by accident, simply dragging to the right on the screen the menu one fucking time. This is so dumb. PlayStation doesn't do this. At no point do I feel like, at any point during any PlayStation game, that ever happens. And not only that, but Forza Horizon 4 had it worse. So they didn't fix this. The menu is exactly the same from Forza Horizon 4 to Forza Horizon 5. It's the same fucking menu. Same one. Same. The only thing they fixed is after I bitched about it, they fixed one thing about the menu because they didn't change it in the fifth one. And I guarantee you it's literally because I bitched about it and I got a bunch of views on that. So they fixed it. And what it was... Like, you don't understand, this is actually making us improving your games. More people are going to play if they're not frustrated simply using the goddamn menu. Okay. Why is it that you can't make a menu that's functional? Why do you have to have a gigantic, huge fucking picture button in the center of the screen and all the other buttons are, like, outlined around this? So that way, if I'm scrolling right to left, I have to use L and RB instead of normal left and right buttons, like a normal fucking gamer. You have to have some dumbass fucking LB thing to page to the right and left, and then your button is just this giant picture in the middle. And so here's what used to happen. If I'd hit the button by accident, oh man, in Forza Horizon 4, it would automatically load you into some fucking world tournament and sit there and just start loading. Now you're in a world tournament, you're not even in the car that you were in. It'll just load this world tournament and you're stuck in it. And if you leave, you actually lose money. Yep, you lose money. It actually gives you a penalty because you left the fucking tournament, but you didn't want to go in the fucking tournament anyway. They just want to have a flashy menu with a giant fucking button in the center. And so the way they fixed this, after I bitched that they didn't fix it in Forza Horizon 5, which, by the way, is a very common thing for games to do, just like JoJo Survivor, you literally recycled the shitty map from Fallen Order to Survive. They recycled the fucking shitty map. It's shit. They didn't improve it, they just recycled it. Anyway, same menu, here's what they did after I said to fix it. Now, as you drag to the right, if you accidentally click on it, which happens all the time, now it just says, are you sure you'd like to enter this? So what happens inevitably is if you're dragging to the right and you've accidentally hit it, that button's going to trigger too, and now you're going to hit yes, and it's just going to take you into it. So it's the sort of thing where if it's like a multiples thing, like we're just like something weird happened, you dropped it, it got squeezed between something. Everybody does that, right? They get squeezed between the cushion, right? Like you're like wondering how this is happening. Here's what I'm wondering. Do Microsoft people play? This is what I'm wondering. Do you play your Xbox? Do you set it up at your couch? Because I don't think you do. This is what I noticed. Sony, they do. Otherwise, it wouldn't be this bad. You know what I mean? Like it's so good with Sony, and then Microsoft, you can just tell they don't fucking use their own consoles because the shit is stupid. Even the goddamn menu layout is trash. I have to hit the Xbox to go to my apps. You hit the Xbox button, go into the like little fucking home thing, and then it brings down another drop-down screen. Then you scroll down to that, then you hit the button, and then it opens up all your apps. What? There's no button right on the fucking home screen, all apps? You can't do that? Jesus Christ, you're so basic. And this is the point. Microsoft just doesn't know what the fuck they're doing. And then you got, I'm not going to say his name, but like that was why that one streamer was making fun of this guy that took over Xbox. Like the whole point was like we all realized this guy is just a fucking poster. He's just a poster for them to hide behind their trash. Because the point is, they've been doing this shit wrong. They don't play their own games. They don't play games. They don't fucking, they don't know. It's very obvious to us they don't know what the fuck's going on. And meanwhile, Sony and PlayStation's just doing it right. Nintendo just doing it right. Meanwhile, Microsoft, oh, that's right, we're so dumb that we have infinite resources, but we can't figure out to properly fund and pay for Linux to have a usable version of Linux that more people can use at a user-friendly level, so that way you stop having a fucking monopoly on operating systems, and that way you create healthy competition and stop scammers from utilizing your system, exposing your system because too many people are on it. Wouldn't that be great? Oh, but meanwhile you just rely on fucking, oh, but there's other OSs out there, you say, you go, there's Android. Android is literally one of the most fucking unreliable, most fucking unsecure, breachable pieces of shit operating systems I have ever seen in my entire life. It's worse than fucking Mac OS. Yeah, Android is fucking just trash. And you're gonna say who's up, oh my god. One concurrent. One. Interesting. I find this very interesting. YouTube basically creates a scam out of tethering your mobile devices. So when you guys see that one concurrent in here, they're either sitting here trying to figure something out through my mobile device, trying to do something through that, because I've seen evidence of all this. So when there's one concurrent and it's like all scammed, there's something's going on with my phone. Somebody's trying to do something to my phone. That's it. Whenever you see that, that's a scam happening with my phone. That's all that is. They're using their abilities, their tethering abilities, to use the device that I'm streaming with to affect the, you know, like the trending in a negative way. Like I said, it's a botnet. We're just in a botnet. That's it. It's literally just a botnet. It's just a scam. So like that's why, like, when we're scrolling through and we're showing all these other people, we don't ever come across my stream because we're not in the swipe feed. That's why there's nobody in here. There's just a lie. Yeah, literally it's just scammers in here the whole time. Yeah, because we're not in the swipe feed. We are not in the swipe feed. We are in a botnet of scammers. And they're just watching the stream. And then they're removing their views later. Yep. So that's why we don't get any live views, because the only live views we get is from them, and they're trying to remove all evidence of their views. So, you know, I mean, this is ongoing, just to let you know. We are gonna file a lawsuit against YouTube. I mean, the lawyer is working on that. It's actually going to be against Google, because they're the parent company. But, you know, like, that's what these scammers think, I guess, that if they spy on me enough, they can learn enough to protect themselves, I think. It's just, I think that's what they're trying to do, and it's just not the case. You know, we're getting the federal government involved. They're getting investigated by the feds, so they're just going to be found out. And then you understand all the feds are going to do is go through a talented hacker. That's all they're going to do. They're just going to hire a talented hacker. So have fun with that. Have fun with that, YouTube. Yeah, so like my device right now is scanned to only show that there's only one concurrent, even though it says there's two. See that? See how it says there's two? So the device is scanned to show one, even though there's two. And that's not accurate either. That's just a lie. But it's literally just a scan to show there's two. And then when we would go in there, it would just like be literally stuck with one. See, I went in the stream just now and left, and it just says 2. It's just constant. It's literally lying. Just go in the stream. They just literally go in the stream and leave, and they lie. So here we go. Remember how I said YouTube halts views? See how it has 30 here? Remember how I said they halt views? They lie. The scammer sits here and they halt views. 30 views. All I'm going to do is go to it on the home screen. 22. See how it's lying? Literally just lying. And then what YouTube will do that's extremely malicious. I have to try to find this now. Yeah, that's actually not an alert even. Yeah, that was 6 days ago. So what they do is they try to trigger an alert to happen with like when I'm doing this with like another thing, because this is how disgusting the scammers are, that would show somebody's info. So like as I'm doing this, the scam is for me to do this, and then like they'll trigger an alert for somebody's name to pop up down here, like a notification. I have my notifications turned off. Yet these scammers in the botnet are figuring out a way to trigger these notifications. The notification often will show somebody's name, like their real name. And this is the whole point, is that they are trying to get as much information as they possibly can about Americans. Because the Donald Trump administration is a fucking disgusting piece of shit and doesn't care about Americans. And this is happening on their watch. It wasn't happening before that. It literally cold turkey started happening on their watch. The very second that man got elected, this stalker came and started doing all this. And it's very obvious that this is a lie, because again, that Facebook notification is not a real notification. I don't actually have one from the person that it actually said. Not a single one. So that was actually a made-up notification. There's not a single notification in my actual notifications from that person that they just tried to flash on the screen. Not a single one. I don't have a single one from that person. Not one. So that, again, that's made up. Just to try to get somebody's name to flash on the screen. Let me show you this now. See how it says 13? See how it says less than even before? Remember how it said 20 something? That always happens when they do this notification thing, when they're trying to push notifications through to figure out where the trackers go, this always happens. And again, that's less than before. Over here on the live, it's still going up. And you can see they're not allowing me to click on it. Still, it's glitched. This one will be okay, because this one they already fixed and they stopped and halted the views. So I'll be able to click that. Yep, I was right. See how I was right? So they already halted the views on that one, so I'm able to press that. They don't do it until they've halted the views. So they've halted all the views on these, so I can press any one of these. I can literally press any one of these that I want to and go into them. But this one I cannot. Because they don't want you to click on it, giving it more views to fix the scam. The scam depends on you continuing to watch this one. So when you watch it, it removes a view. Like I said, in that section earlier, it was at 20 something, right? Yeah. And now instantly it's back again. Instantly it's back again. Past live streams, it's the same stream. And yet, over here, we can see the correct number. This affects trending. This is intentionally to affect trending and to cause something to flag their system. It's inconsistencies. Those need to be consistent with each other. They're the same video. Why are they showing different ones? Well, that flags YouTube's system, and that's why they're doing it. It's literally all that. And again, the same scammed one concurrent is just in the stream. They're just lying about it. Never 2, never 4, never 5, never 7, never 3, just 1. Let's go with the scammer. Look. Look where my thumb is. 1. I've been in the stream for roughly about a minute. Yep. So, literally, they do this all the time. The scammers sit in here and they lie. When your view should count within the first few seconds. First few seconds in the stream, boom. And they just sit in here and they just lie. So I'll just sit in here for X amount of time and know exactly the scams they're causing. And I'll have other people come in the stream and confirm that it just says 1. Yep. So just, you know, lying. Continuing to lie. Oh, if I wanted to talk to you, I would have answered you the first time you messaged me. Leave me the fuck alone. Yeah, stay the fuck out of my streams too. I know you're watching. Just stay the fuck out. Yeah, it's literally you and your stupid little friends. It's literally you. It's the 3 of you. You sit there and you watch my stream and you talk about it. And Google is spying on you, you fucking retard. So stay the fuck out of my streams and don't ever fucking message me again. Just stay the fuck away. You want to sit here and you want to troll the whole thing and message me conveniently right now? Stay the fuck out of my streams. Yes, I can see when you're in the stream. Stay the fuck out. So tired of it. It's all you guys, literally just constantly coming in here, fucking with the stream. Retard. Fucking stupid. Yeah, that alert that they pushed through, I had to physically look it up. That person posted something an hour ago, and they pushed it through conveniently right now, right as I was showing my phone on the screen. Imagine that. Stay the fuck away from me. You didn't want to help when you could have, so stay the fuck away. All you want to do is just momentarily look cool or whatever and show up at various times. Stay out. I'm done with it. Literally just... It's so ridiculous. Childishness. Adults and shit. Acting like children. I told you all to stay the fuck out of my streams. I told you all that I'm in a botnet. I told you all I have a stalker. I told you all he's been following around the channel. I told you all he's now disappeared into nothing. The state police are involved. The FCC is investigating YouTube. How the fuck many times are you gonna momentarily, randomly come in the stream, just at various times? Conveniently, right when these attacks are happening. How many times are you going to fall for the scam? Jesus Christ. Yeah, like, yeah, it's real nice that you can message me back when I'm streaming. That's nice. That's real pleasant. How about fuck you? How about all the other times I needed you or wanted you to talk to me or needed to speak to you? How about you wanted to put your head down and hear what you wanted to hear? How about you never listen? How about you want to be there when you want to be there? How about fuck you? How about stay the fuck away from me? How about that? How about next time you want to fucking message me, how about you message me and say hi? Or how about next time you message me, you don't just say hey or this or that. You actually have a purpose. How about next time you message me, you don't just message me because you're sitting there and you're talking to your friends about it or you're talking about me or something like that. And, you know, you want to see what I'm doing, so you go into the stream, and then you come in here right as all this is going on. Right as the botnet and the DDoS is happening. You come in here, and you get exposed to the information. You come in here right when conveniently when we're talking about this. The state police are involved, trust me. But, you know, we'll just go ahead and keep escalating. We'll keep escalating higher and higher. Because I'll be honest with you, I don't expect much there. Yeah, we'll just have to keep escalating. This is getting absurd. Certain people that could have sat here and done something about this. instantly a while back before it escalated, and you didn't do anything. And now you expect me to be cool. Oh, fuck you. You fuck yourself. I'm just not happy with you. Because you could have helped. And this is threatening lives. This is threatening other people. This is threatening you. Literally just don't know how to take something seriously. And then we see YouTube again hiding the concurrence. We know there's more in here. I've been in the stream for several minutes. So again, this is your proof. Like, I've been in the stream for several minutes, and you're seeing right here one concurrent. I've been in the stream for several fucking minutes. So like that's what I wanted to show you, where like literally I'll sit in the stream for several minutes and I'll talk about this shit, and they'll just fucking lie. They'll just sit in here and they'll fucking lie. They'll just put it at 1 because I'm this or that. You know, there's really no because. It's just this or that. There's no reason or rhyme. YouTube hasn't. In fact, YouTube has denied this. YouTube has flat out denied that it's happening, even though I have all this proof. I can show you emails of them denying it while ignoring other problems I've asked them about. Yeah, I can show you them denying this while asking about other problems. And also, if there's no interference, then why does my cell signal sit here and cycle from 5 bars to 1 bar? When I never did that before. Brand new cell phone. Brand new. Brand new line. Yeah, like it's completely new. It's the new one. It's like the latest one. And you know, they just sit there. You know, ever since I got it, remember we instantly had like 17 people in the stream when I streamed and said I got a new phone. Instantly we had 17 people in the stream. So there's your botnet. Instantly all those bots were on that. So that was like number 1. If I said that we got a new phone, that's like number 1. All the bots are in there. We've confirmed plenty of other things that this botnet has had trackers on what we were saying. We've confirmed. I have not left the stream. I'm still in the stream. Yeah, I left the stream momentarily to prove that I wasn't the one watching it, and it stayed at 1 on this other device. I watched it sit here and stay at 1 on the other device. So they sit here and they lie to me about how many concurrents are in here. They lie to me, they lie to you. You know, all those numbers are different. And here's your proof. Right there it is. 13 views. That stream is exactly the same as this stream with 36 views. These are the same stream, except I can't click this one because it's scammed. Yep. Yep, they've lied. They've essentially started lying. And again, all we're doing is going back and forth, showing you that on the home screen, this says 13 views. And they want you to click on it there. That's the scam. But if we go back to here, oh wow, look at that, 36. Wow. Wow. Same stream, yet completely different views. Wow. Imagine that, almost as if everything I've been saying is completely valid and accurate. The same exact stream, with twice the view count, more than twice the view count, if 3 times the view count, at 36 views, while this still says 3. Three for the tens place. That's what I meant. 13. So yeah. I mean, that's absurd. It's a complete obvious discrepancy, and we discussed how YouTube's been doing this for a long time. Just lying. It's a scam. Again, you can't click this. This cannot be pressed. This can, because it's lied about. It's locked. See how the views are locked on this? They haven't moved. 21 is where it's locked at. They are locked. They have locked those views, so that stream can be pressed from here. See? But this one cannot. We cannot press the stream from here. It's a lie. However, if I go here and I press on it from here, oh wow. Imagine that. It plays just fine. And then you can clearly see the lie, 37. 37. Yep, you can see their lies. Oh wow, look at that. Look at that. Updating in real time. 37, and instantly this says 37. Almost as if that one guy that was an asshole and said, or it's not updating, durk-a-dur. That one stream that gave the scammers the scam. That one streamer that said this scam out loud, oh, it's not updating. They've literally used your fucking one line as an excuse to trick YouTube systems ever since you fucking said that, you fucking piece of shit. So you want to know why I can't fucking stand you? Because you're fucking stupid. You get on stream and you say stupid fucking shit that causes people to scam you. I'm telling the truth. I know what's happening. You are spitballing. You're a fucking retard. Yeah, oh, hard R. Duh! I don't give a shit. Fuck you and your stupid fucking retard words. Oh, you didn't say the hard R in retard. It's not a hard R. Fuck you. I don't give a flying fuck. You can say retard if I want. 13 views. Yeah, if you're being fucking retarded, I'm gonna call you on it. 37. Do you call autistic people retards? That's what I thought. So, yeah, I mean, this is like very, I mean, like updating real time. Here it is. And then that piece of shit streamer gave these scammers, you know, like the whole point is these scammers are morons. Yeah, they can't fucking think of anything. They don't know anything. And then he gave them that scam. So they've just been doing this forever. And again, we showed you that it updated in real time. This has been updating in real time. And we just can't click it. This has been since forever. This has been going on. I've been talking about this for fucking years. Ever since that asshole caused it. Not updating. This is ridiculous. Like the point is, this asshole, this streamer, was so dumb he didn't even know about clearing his web cache until I told him. He didn't know about clearing cookies, trackers, or web cache. I told him a software that would do it. Free. And I said, don't tell a single soul, because the moment you do, we lose this. You know what he did? He went and told everyone. Because the very next time I went and used this software, there was ads all over it for the first time ever. Trackers embedded in the software so that you can't use the software for doing exactly what you want to use it for. So this faggot, this piece of shit, not actually gay, by the way. We don't call gay people faggots. That's just an insult. This piece of shit sat here and fucking did that. And actually made it a thing. And then it proceeded to happen. Just left and right. Left and fucking right. Because they used what you gave them to use. You do you. Stop trying to do me. I'm the one on here giving this info. You don't know what you're talking about. And then you come on here, you tell all these stupid idiots, these fucking idiots, about the software I tell you about, and they go and they tell their friends, and they tell their friends, and I guarantee you, you think that somebody is being honest with you, but they're not. I guarantee. And this whole time, all you had to do was pick one person to be honest with, and you couldn't do that. You could never do that. And so thus, here we are. And we also, you know, obviously there's other people that made really stupid fucking decisions too. But basically all this is a bunch of people coming out of the woodwork to show at various times exactly what they will do when somebody is vulnerable. You know, that was the whole point, was to show you guys, was to say this or that, and show you what's happening, be completely honest. But there's fail-safes, there's security guards, so if I say this, they should remove the people doing this, or moderate it, or do something. Nope. Let's make it worse, is what YouTube said, and did. And we also saw real people come out of the woodwork at various times to show their true colors, to show me who they were. I've had various friends that, well, I don't know that they're my friend anymore, because, you know, they act totally different. Just because, they were wrong about this situation or something like that. And I've had other friends that fully admit and that they were wrong and are totally fine with that and are on my side too, every step of the way, and have always supported me. And this is what you're going to have to realize, is that friends are going to come and go from your life in any way, but for YouTube to use that, you know what I'm saying? Like the whole Wi-Fi web thing, like that they did way back in 2010, where the FCC tried to get them in trouble, and the guy just didn't testify, where it was very obvious that they did this on purpose and they were manipulating people, and there's evidence of it. The whole FCC investigation I sent you guys in that stream, where they were very obviously lying about the views. And we have evidence of concurrents coming in the stream even right now, and them just taking the views down to 1 as we see these concurrents coming in the stream. As I'm saying these things, we see them taking the views down to 1. We see the 2, and then it goes down to 1, 2 to 1. This is what we're talking about. That was the stream where I sent you guys that link. You know, this stream right here where they're lying. You know, this one right here where they're lying about it. And they were lying about it at the beginning, remember? I showed you guys this stream was still live even though it wasn't. Remember at the start of the stream, the whole issue was that this stream was live even though it wasn't. And then they fucking did that, but now they're just lying about the views as always. Like literally this can't be clicked on. But again, they've locked the views at this, and every single time I say they lock the views, what they do is they throw a couple views at it. So if you notice, it was at 21. Now they threw one view at it to try to say it's not locked or halted or whatever. No, again, like we've seen these patterns before. We've always seen that. Just like I said, this video here has been at the same view count since it was uploaded. The exact same view count since every single one of these. Just every single one. This is what they do. They had trouble controlling this one because it's Elden Ring. They really had to go out of their way to control that one. This one too. They really had to go out of their way with that. And so YouTube does this. The whole point is that the scammers use YouTube systems to get me to put my phone on the screen and stuff like that. And they use this to start doing their scams. Except that Google is fucking stupid and YouTube is fucking stupid, and they have never fixed a single problem that I have reported to them. Not a one. Not a one. Not a single fucking one have they ever fixed it. Not one. And I can prove that easily. Not one have they fixed the problem. Not a single one. All that has to happen is that scammer has to bring the problem back the next day. They can easily just orchestrate that problem again. And then not a single problem has ever been fixed. They're just putting a band-aid over the streams that I tell you about. So as I tell you about a stream, they sit there and they momentarily fix that stream, but not the problem. Because they know the problem is systemic. It's their own. So again, you can't click this. This is a scam. If you can't press this, this is a scam. I can press this. That's a scam. I can press it here. See that? If it works there, but doesn't work here, that's a scam. Yeah. Scam. Yeah, what a disgusting company this is. Just allowing people to be exposed to so many scams regularly. Wow. And then we see that second concurrent. Well, we'll just hang out and stream. We'll just hang out in the stream when there's nothing going on, but when he's talking about us, we won't. Still scammed. Still scammed. I will not be able to press this probably until tomorrow. Or later tonight. That's a scam. That is a scam. Scam, scam, scam. Wow. YouTube is so trash. YouTube is so fucking trash. Oh my god, YouTube is so fucking trash. Look at this. This is how garbage YouTube is. I can't play it in the next... I can't enter it. So if I try to... Wow. FCC, I hope you're watching. If I try to do this... Look. I try to play next in queue. All I'm going to do is hit play next in queue. Ready? Play next in queue. Ready? That's all I'm going to do. Play next in queue. Ready? Ready, ready. What the fuck? What the fuck? An ad? Are you fucking kidding me? An ad. What the fuck? Like literally like, what the fuck? Like, it doesn't explain that this is a YouTube Premium feature or anything like that. It just takes you to a YouTube Premium ad. Like, literally nothing explains that. It just takes you to a fucking ad. It literally doesn't explain it's a YouTube Premium feature. It literally just takes you to an ad. What a fucking piece of trash. Yeah, and again, like YouTube and Google are fucking trash. They are literally just trash. Literally just trash. You should use DuckDuckGo. It's superior. Superior. Yep, it's superior. What a disgusting company. Yep, we can't be bothered to associate with people except when they're having a rough time. Then those types of people that do that, the excuse, like, that's the point. Then, like, they can sit there and they'll just sit there and talk about that. You know, like, well, but they're like this, and that's why. You know what I mean? Like, it's like they don't actually have a reason, so they just wait for one. They wait for one. They wait for one. There's no reason. They wait for one. They just make shit up. They put shit off. They just make shit up. And then finally, like, something happens. They're like, see? They're like, see? You know what I mean? Like, almost like, you know, and so, like, then they try to, like, message you. Then they try to show up. And basically, that's the point, is to show up then, so that way you have a reaction, you know, because, like, that's the point. Like, that's a real-life troll. That's just a real-life troll that's a complete fucking asshole. They don't show up to be supportive. They just literally show up. Like the point is, they could have showed up so many other times before. And, you know, they're only showing up way late after the fact. After it's too late, you know. Way late. Way late. Nah, you can go fuck yourself. Oh, by the way, you see how, like, as I say that, and I talk about friends or something like that, that second concurrent comes back in the stream? Notice that, too. That's how you know it's a botnet. That's the point. That's why I don't want any of those people in here and watching the stream and stuff like that, because that's what they're waiting for. They're waiting for me to confirm somebody is real in the stream that knows me. And they will start putting trackers and all kinds of stuff, doing stuff to the chat, to that person's... Like, that's all they're waiting for. They're just waiting for that. That's why earlier when I said what I said, all of a sudden, instantly, there was 4 people in here. That's why. That's why instantly there was 4 people in here. We saw that. We saw instantly there was 4 in here. I showed you guys that, right? I showed you guys that. It is important for you to recognize that, you know, it sits at 1 on my side of things. I'm sitting here and YouTube literally just locks it at 1. And it's a lie. It's not actually at 1. That's why, like I said, there's, like, plenty of times where I've confirmed that, like, for X amount of time, I've gotten people to come in the stream. I've sat in the stream for X amount of time. And it's just at that same 1 concurrent it's been at the whole time. Well, that means that, again, they're just locking it at 1 concurrent. They're just locking it at 1. They're not actually confirming how many people are in here. They're not counting views. They're just locking it at 1 concurrent. And that is actually what's happening. They are running scripts on this stream. They are running scripts on the stream. That's what they're doing. Yeah, that is interesting. But yeah, that's what they're doing. Trash. See how, like, they have no idea whether I'm in the stream or not, so they just put it at 2. I don't know if you guys can tell that. I can see that. So, like, that's what they did. They have no idea whether, like, they're just sitting here and they're just locking it at 2. Yeah. I've been in and out of the stream. Yeah, I've actually put my phone down, not been in the stream for a full minute. It's just locked at 2 now. So, like, this is the point. Like, they literally just... The point is, that's why I put the concurrent counter on the screen. And then the scammers sat there and tried to delay it, lag it behind, break it. And then YouTube sits here and fucking lies and pretends like they don't know anything about it, they're fully aware that their employees are doing this. They just don't want to get sued by their employees for investigating them, but they should. Their employees need to be investigated. Yeah, they need to investigate it, that's for damn sure. They've locked the other stream too. Every single time I've gone into my other stream, it said 1 concurrent. See that? Every single time. So that's locked. I have never seen that say 2. And I'm actually in the stream right now. So again, this is further proof. I've actually done this too for a while. I've sat in this stream showing that it won't show 2. It's just locked at 1. There's somebody watching that. It's just locked at 1. There's nobody watching that. Yeah, and I'm in the stream right now. But that's the point. It was already at 1 when I came in the stream, so it should say 2. So again, here I am in this stream. Now I want to go down to this one. 1. It's locked. They've locked it. It's completely locked. Lying. Liars. Liars. Locked at 1. Notice how there's 3 people in here? Talking about my other stream, you fucking retard. You're getting blocked. What are you, a fucking YouTube bot? Fucking retarded. You came in for fucking 3 seconds to, oh, it says duh! 2 and 1, duh! Talking about the other fucking stream, you retard. I've been sitting in this other stream, my other stream, going in and out for several times, and it's just locked at 1. Well, you fucking scamming retards didn't realize I had 2 streams this whole time, did you? Got ya. Retards. Yeah, so this whole time I've been sitting in the stream, going in and out of the stream, it's just said 1. Even though I should be a second 1. Yep, just says 1. There it is. 1 watching. And I'm not in the stream. See? 1 watching and I'm not in the stream. I'm going to tap on the stream and yep, there's in fact 1 in there. Yep. So these are the scammers not cleaning up their scams good enough. They can't scam 2 streams at once. Yeah, they're sitting here scrambling really hard to scam 1 stream. So this is the point. It's just locked at 1. It's just locked at 1. So they're not really doing anything else to this one. It's just locked, even though I'm in it. See how I'm in it? It's locked at 1. Yeah, that should count as a second concurrent. Me being in that stream should count as a second. I've already shown you that watching from this side of things, not being in the stream, it says 1 watching already. So if it says 1 watching already, that means when I go into the stream, that would be a second concurrent. Okay, when I go into this stream, it's literally already 1 at the fucking top. It's already there. It doesn't go from 0 to, it's instantly there. And I do not ever count as a second fucking concurrent. Never. This is locked at 1. They are lying. And this is the stream where we're showing that YouTube literally just broke my live chat replay for this stream. Yep, it's grayed out. They literally broke it and grayed it out. Yep, nothing was edited about the stream. Nothing. Yep, all I did was remove YouTube's copyright. Their trash scam copyright. That's all I did. I didn't actually edit the stream. I removed their trash copyright because it wasn't a real copyright. YouTube violating their own policies. Flat out doing the opposite of what their own policies state. That's FCC, man. I've been sitting in this stream. Just one concurrent. Just one. Literally just lying. And we already know, again, that there's one watching from the outside of it. I can go ahead and refresh that, and it's not going to fucking matter. Yep. Just like this other one where it's just one watching. See how it just says one watching? Yeah, it's locked. It's the same thing. Just locking the stream at one. One watching. One. Sometimes it'll just say two. It'll just say two. Two, the whole stream. If there's lots of numbers that day, it'll just say two. Well, no, I'm sorry. If there's less numbers that day, it'll say two. If there's a lot of numbers, it'll say one. The more numbers, the more they try to take it down. So we should actually have a shitload of numbers today. Yep, just locked at one. Still just locked at one. Here's the current stream where I'm showing you that. And then we'll swipe up and it'll be locked at one. Look at that. Wow. Imagine that. Wow. Imagine that. We're on this stream and we swipe down to this one and it's already at one. Almost like it's locked at one concurrent. Wow, imagine that. Because again, my concurrent when I go into that stream should count as a second one. Oh, YouTube just lying. YouTube just lying. And again, further confirming can't even hit it. Same stream. Here it is, same stream. And I can, because it's the one with 13 fucking views. Now notice how they've subtracted views from this already. See how there's views missing? That should say 39. See that? That should say 39. See how they're subtracting views? Earlier when we looked at this, that said 39. And now it says 37. See how they're subtracting views even as we sit here? They're fucking lying. They're subtracting views even as we fucking sit here. Earlier that said fucking 39. And now it says fucking 37. You fucking liars. Literally fucking lying, YouTube. You're such lying pieces of shit. Fucking liars. A lying fucking pieces of shit. You lying, scamming, disgusting company. So fucking disgusting. And again, this is the point. because we have not watched it here and we've pressed on it twice here, like I said, this is subtracting views. See how it says 37? It should say 39. Again, it says fucking 13 here. And again, over here, it says fucking 39. YouTube is disgusting. You lying, disgusting fucking piece of shit company. You lying, disgusting fucking piece of shit company. All YouTube did when I showed you guys this, all they did was hide this. Remember how I said this? All that the botnet scammer did was hide the one concurrent there. Look, when I pressed the stream, remember I showed you it was 1-1? I pressed the stream, all they did was hide the concurrent. That's all they fucking did. They literally just hid that. Because I've been going in and out of that fucking stream, and all they did was fucking hid that concurrent, and it said one fucking concurrent the whole goddamn motherfucking time. Yeah, they're just hiding that now so that you can't see what it actually is. Fucking disgusting liars. Oh look, this stream has one concurrent just the whole time. One. Oh gee, that's funny. Over here on my device it says 0. Gee, that's funny. On my device it says 0. Gee, that's funny. On my device it says 0. None. 1. Literally just lying. They're just fucking lying. They're just a bunch of liars. And this is that other stream. Again, just locked at 1. Literally lying. Just locking it at 1 concurrent. Just one fucking concurrent. Literally lying. Oh look. Oh look. Nobody watching. Oh look. Nobody watching. 1 concurrent. Fucking liars. Fucking liars. Disgusting pieces of shit. This has been locked. They halted this now. This is what always happens. So more people are watching this, they halted this. They don't want this to hit 40 something. This is what I mean by views have halted. They are no longer counting any more views after this. 39 is it. That's it. They've halted the views, and it will not, probably will not gain any more after this. That's what I mean. And again, you can see I can't give it any more views. Nobody can. Because they've scammed it to be locked at this number. So eventually, it will eventually end up at this number. They'll eventually start subtracting views and trying to get it back down to this number again, where you can clearly see, I can click on it just fine, and it says 37 views. 37. Yet here it says 39. Interesting, isn't it? Remember how we said there's like a 2 concurrent thing too? Yeah. Interesting, isn't it? Almost like, you know, everything I've been saying is just to try to tell you guys about the scams, and has been absolutely accurate. Almost like, oh yeah, that's right, a stalker was doxing my street address all over this platform for literally an entire year. Yep, 1,200 people watching the stream. He's typing my street address in a fucking chat with 1,200 people watching, and it happened so fast The chat couldn't even respond. Literally just nothing but my full fucking name and street address typed into this chat with 1,200 fucking people watching, and YouTube's doing nothing. YouTube's doing nothing. YouTube's doing nothing. YouTube's doing nothing. Day after day, YouTube's doing nothing, doing nothing, doing nothing, doing nothing, doing nothing. Day after day. And then eventually the streamer just takes all the content down and hides and starts hiding and pretending like he didn't, just pretending like it didn't happen. And this is the type of behavior YouTube enables. See? I told you. All they're doing is learning how to hide this better. See? There is nobody in this stream on this device that I'm streaming from. There's nobody here, yet when you go in the stream, it's the same fucking scamming, lying bullshit as always. One concurrent. One fucking concurrent. Literally just fucking lying. And it's already there. Yeah, they're just using that because I said, well, you can confirm it's one here. Nah. In reality, you can confirm that too. Like, literally, it shouldn't already... Like, this is the point. Every scammer in here is sitting here and adjusting to try to make the numbers look and act like normal. That's why, as soon as I start talking about this, instantly, I get another concurrent in here. It goes from 0 to 1. You guys, it's locked at 1. For me, it's locked at 0. So I see that person in here instantly. I see the bot in here, and they're trying to hide it. They're lying to you. Which is why I was showing the control room on the screen. I was showing that the concurrents weren't adding up, and they were fucking lying about that. And then they flat out just sat there and in real time showed you that they could fucking break that and lie about it. In real time, they started literally breaking the control room. Remember, the whole graph was flipping around, going all over the fucking place. In real time, the scammers in this fucking botnet were sitting there in real time just fucking around with the goddamn graph. It's going around all over the place, and all it's doing is reverting it to previous versions. I've been explaining this fucking scam since the beginning of fucking time. All it's doing is reverting it to previous versions like this. It's the same motherfucking scam that I've been telling you about since the beginning of fucking time. 39 views, and you can see it's halted. How long was this getting views? The whole stream, right? It was getting views, slowly getting views the whole stream, then suddenly it halts. This is what I fucking see. This is the fucking point. I wanted to sit on here and tell you what I'm fucking seeing, okay? This is the fucking point. I get to a point where I see this fucking bullshit, and then I see this fucking bullshit. And then I see that I can't clearly click this, and then all I see is, very slowly but surely, the actual fucking views being subtracted from the actual fucking stream. And then being lied about here and here. And I'm not going to tell you why this actually ends up affecting real views, because it does. People that work at YouTube are fucking dumb, and they sit there and they go, duh, that doesn't affect real views, it's just display, it affects it for him but nobody else. No, it does. It affects real views, real time, real numbers. If you're saying that, you're again further trying to evade the scam, if you're saying that. Guarantee you there's people saying that. Guarantee it. They're trying to evade the scam. It's a scam. They're trying to evade it. Affects real numbers. If I tell you why, they will adjust this. Fuck it. I'll tell you why. It's your account. Base primary account affects numbers, affects trending. If you affect it on their account, it affects the whole fucking thing. Doesn't matter. So the more I fucking say this, the more the scammers on the botnet learn what's doing this. I'm teaching them because YouTube is facilitating this. Because YouTube had me stalked, had me harassed, had my family's street address doxed and stalked all over this fucking platform for months. That's why. So meanwhile, they can sit here, and as I try to communicate what's happening, YouTube doesn't do anything. Nothing. Yeah, I'm gonna start saying it to anybody that's listening at this point. Because they do nothing. Oh look. Oh look it. Oh look. Oh look. Oh look. Oh look, it's the same fucking bullshit. Oh look. Oh hey look. Look, they're trying to look 22 from look. It said it said 13 for how long? 22. It said 13 for how long? 22. 39. Still 39. Can't press it. Remember, we can press this one. Because this one they've already locked. They've locked it. And remember, when I say that, they'll just throw a couple views at it to try to make a liar out of me. 22. Remember, we can click it there. And then 37, we see the 37, the Y. Interesting, isn't it? Interesting how I'm sitting here and I see all these things, and I know how to fix them. I know how to clear my own cache. I know how to do these things. I'm not fucking stupid. But other people use that to their advantage. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's that. It's nothing. It's a scammer. It's a botnet. Fucking DDoSing me since the beginning of time. $13. There it is, back at 13. Back at 13. The scam. YouTube is scamming back at 13 again. Liars. 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 YouTube is lying. Fucking liars again. Back at 13 again. Fucking lying. You fucking liars. You lying fucking disgusting sacks of shit. Said 22, now it just says 13 again. You disgusting lying fucking pieces of shit. Oh look, 39, still at 39. This is the scam, to constantly cycle this. Remember how I showed you the graphs cycling around? Yeah, that's all they're doing. They're cycling it to previous versions so that it endlessly cycles to previous versions. That's it. They're cycling it to previous versions. It's called a botnet. That's what they do. They run these codes. Fucking stupid retards at Google caused this. Look at this. 13. 13. $39. Now we'll go back out and we'll refresh. And we'll see, but it'll probably be the same fucking thing. Yes. Same thing. 13. So we'll probably just relabel this stream evidence stream or something. Another evidence stream. So that way we can, yeah. properly organize that for you guys that are investigating. Yeah, you see evidence on that, written on that stream. There's a good, there's probably a good fair chance that there's something going on with that stream where you can see something that is very condemning of YouTube's policies, like very, what the hell, you know. This stream is done. This stream has been capped. They are locking it at this view count. And again, I can't press it. I would normally be able to press it by now. They're locking it. And again, it's still stuck. They've locked it at 13 views here. And again, it says something different when you go in here. It says, so now it says 39 again. And here's the interesting thing too. This is locked. They're not counting any further views on this. You know, we saw this hit that 39 and just sort of stop. So they want to create some sort of scam where we've accepted this is the number of views. No, it's not. It should keep gaining. Anybody that views that, it should gain views. So that way they create some sort of scam for you to be happy with this end number. That's what they're trying to do. No, 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 no. You are entitled to the views that you have gotten. Not YouTube lying. YouTube made over $30 billion in advertising revenue off of you and me last year. $30 fucking billion last year in advertising revenue, YouTube. And you're sitting here and breaking things for people just because they're using ad blockers and shit. And you're sitting here and you're causing problems for people with ad blockers. And you're sitting here and you're fucking screwing around with people that don't use them on your own app because your own app is spyware. So meanwhile, you make you make over $30 fucking billion a year in advertising revenue. And you harass people and cause problems for them for using ad blockers. Meanwhile, you can't you scam my streams to do this fucking shit. Yeah, you lie about this. Look, views still at 39, locked at 39, fucking lying. And again, the views over here now say 22, a different number, fucking lying. And again, we can't even press this stream, we can't even click on this stream, fucking lying. Literally just fucking lying. Liars. Liars. Literally, like, there should be no reason why I can't click this stream except for the fact that that's part of their fucking scam. There should be no reason why I can't click this fucking thing except that that's part of their fucking scam to fucking lie to you. There should be no reason for that. And then we go over here, and this is at 22 again. Even though it was at 13, it was at 39, it was at fucking 37. Now it's at 22 again. Now we can press that. Oh, they don't fucking know. Yep, it was at 39, now it's back at 37. Yep, just literally lying. Literally lying. And this is the scam. The botnets lie to YouTube and tell them this is the total views that I've gotten, even though it's not. And all they do is sit here and cycle it lower than that, so that YouTube never knows what the original view count actually was. I can sit here and I can count. Okay? There was roughly 70 to 80 different views on this stream. Roughly. I'm one of those people where I know numbers off the top of my head. I can count things without counting them. And get very close. Very, very close. I have gotten it dead on before. I'm one of those people that if I ever wanted to count cards, I probably could. Yeah. And you're going to sit here and try to lie to me about views? No. Nope, I'll see it right away. Instantly I will see it. And I have been. It's just like a casino that fixes tables. YouTube's fixing numbers. They've been doing it for a long time. Just like when you go on the swipe feed and all you see is, oh right, there's thousands of people watching somebody playing a slot machine or gambling on a table. Watching some Indian woman gyrate up and down, lay down and get grabbed and shit like that. Meanwhile, we're sitting here talking about thought-provoking things and they're not trending the stream. Yeah, we're talking about like real stuff and they don't trend the stream. They actually lie about views, they take them off later. The whole stream we sat here and we talked about gravity tech. We sat here and we used the, like every stream we did where we were getting views after that and we showed that that was like the next cool thing we were going to be doing. They very clearly tried to ruin that. They very clearly created a scam where each stream was going to get and remove views. I even started doing things where I was playing piano and stuff at the beginning of the stream, and then somebody learned that I'm really good at improv, so basically what they started doing is cycling people out of the streams and creating little problems for the streams where the streams would lose audio conveniently right when I'm playing something that sounds really cool, so the audio is just missing. We're on a fucking Wi-Fi that again runs perfectly fucking fine until Google exposed my entire fucking family to a fucking botnet. Just like the fucking link I sent in the last stream where I showed you flat out Google's been doing this for decades. Imagine that. And then you rationalize, holy shit, yep, all they're doing is any single time that he has something that he's good at or talented at, it would trend the stream, it does the opposite. Yep, that's the scam. Every time I do something that would trend the stream, it's good for the stream, does the opposite. That's the scam. I was getting thousands of views on streams. Thousands. So, a stalker showed up and was paid off to expose me to a botnet so that I would have to quit. And even as I start stopping, this botnet is so malicious. Like I said, I host a private game in Warcraft 3 Reforged on my own fucking Wi-Fi network. A private game that I did not invite anybody else to, except one person on my friends list. That one invite, and then all of a sudden, just all these bots, all these random people just start showing up and joining my game. I have to ban them. I have to literally kick them and ban them. Literally, I couldn't even kick them. I had to fucking ban them. They were so malicious, they were just joining left and right. In a private fucking game. So you start rationalizing, oh, wow, the stalker that showed up to cancel me on Hearthstone was doing this. You start rationalizing, remember when he showed up to say, why did you have to report him? Why'd you have to report him? Remember that? Remember when No Sleep Wiblo used to show up all the fucking time and go, why'd you report him? And try to make something out of nothing. And then one time, yeah, I made a mistake. And he counted on that. And he used that hardcore. Well, because he was the botnet. He was the scammer. He was getting into the fucking stream with me. And flat out times I did beat him. Flat out times I would beat him. And he'd get fucking pissed. So they started tricking it. They started creating bots that I wouldn't be able to beat. That's all. And scamming my decks so that I would draw the wrong cards. Remember how I told you that was happening? Effects randomization, draws the wrong cards? Yeah. Yep. I've confirmed it. Yes. This botnet breaks games. That's what they do. They're weaponizing this and using it to manipulate the entire gaming market. Whoever they deem to, prop up. Interesting, isn't it? And I'd also like to point out that I'm out of time, and this person has gained the ability to make my devices use more power than they should, draw more power, which is a lot of what he's doing. He's shorting things out, causing problems. We know this. We know that he causes it to use more battery than it should. It's just more CPU usage. So thus, basically, they're always trying to calculate it so that it uses just enough that I can't figure out it's using more, and then it just eventually shuts off. Yeah. Yep, exactly. So normally I'd last about 3.5 hours. We got to go. The battery is done, and this is the permanent damage he has caused to this device and was trying to cause to the new one. So just to let you know, oh yeah, they are going to destroy your devices, and it is that malicious. And so the feds should get involved before they start doing it to your devices, because you're just police. Yep, you're just police at the end of the day. So I'm literally came on here to warn y'all, and nobody takes it seriously. Well, guess what? They have enough now. I already removed the stuff that would be too malicious for them to use it as a terrorist attack. But trust me, they're trying. They're trying to do that. They're trying to weaponize it. Guerrilla warfare. It's that serious. And if they've realized what I've realized, it would already be that. You need to get ahead of it. Now. Don't wait. And not for me, for you, for your family, for the U.S. It really is serious, guys. Thanks for watching.